Hi guys, today we're here to discuss gold weekly analysis. Since it's the beginning of the month, we have to start on the monthly time frame so that we can just highlight our monthly zones that we can be on the lookout for. Alright, so we're on the monthly time frame right now. We're going to start with the high and the low for the previous month. Remember, for gold to keep on trending on the monthly time frame, it has to break either the high or the low of the previous month. That's how we know, okay, it might be trending right now, or it might be trying to do something. So we're going to highlight our zones, right? Let's say high, and then low on this area. And then we're also going to add for the high, or the initial high, right? The high and the low of the previous month. Then we just have a resistance over there, and we should have another support around this area. So we're going to highlight this as the monthly high, monthly low, and then the monthly high, monthly high, and that's it. Not too many zones. We're only looking at the area that price is playing at the moment because that's what we want. The rest on the chart is not really our concern because that's not where price is. So we won't be needing those and we won't be using those. So we highlight or we do our analysis where price is at. Then we move on to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, everything looks fine. This is the low that I was saying. There should be another support around this area. As you can see, it was respected, it was respected, it was respected. All right. So on the monthly time frame, we don't necessarily need to adjust anything. On the weekly time frame, we don't necessarily need to adjust anything. Everything looks fine. So just to explain the monthly time frame. So what we have on the monthly time frame is we're expecting price to complete a week fill of this candle, but so far it has not. It has done 50%, which is fine because from there price can either go higher or lower, but at the same time price is respecting the high. So since price is respecting the high, and we can look at this candle as price was retesting the high since it's been very strong. However, it closed bullish. So if price closed bullish, that means price might have a chance of, let me actually make this bigger. Price might have a chance of completing a weak fill first, the upper week, right? And then maybe dropping again and closing the monthly candle around this area, or even break it to complete this week fill if price is planning on going lower, because it created a trail runner right here, this candlestick structure, right? That means price is rejecting to go higher, and then now price is ranging around this area. So this should only mean that price could be trying to go lower. But since our previous candle closed bullish, then I'm thinking price might want to complete the upper wick fill first for price to go lower, since our previous candle closed bullish. Even if we are to go on the lower time frames, every time the market closed with a big upper wick fill, it has been completing the upper wick fill before it does anything else. So that could also happen on the monthly time frame. That's what I'm thinking. So right now I'm in the favor of looking for bullish for buying. I'm more in the favor to buy. I'm looking for bullish setups more than sell setups. All right. So then we go on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, our last week's candle closed bearish. All right, price respected the high, and then price closed bearish. So we're going to add the low, and then we're also going to highlight that low. weekly low, right? And then I am going to update this one and also write weekly high, so that I know this is not just a monthly high, this is also my previous weekly high. All right, so since our last week's candle closed bearish, that means we have a minor support. This support will only measure from here going down, but won't be on the monthly time frame. But from here, it could also be on the monthly time frame. Let's check. Minor support. Well, on the monthly time frame, it will measure there's clear traffic there. There is a weak fill to be completed. So support going down, resistance going down. All right. So if price wants to do the whole week fill, this is a whole week fill trade. Now I'm looking at this as a week fill trade. The upper week fill. Remember, on the monthly time frame, now we also have it on the weekly time frame. So we're looking at that as our week fill trade. So for price to go higher, it has to close above this support where price is at right now. Otherwise, price has to go lower. Since this is a bearish weekly candle, and this looks like as a rejection candle, price is rejecting this high. Price has higher chances of maybe doing the upper week fill first and then go lower to this support, or reject this support where price is at right now, resistance where price is at right now, and then still drop lower. For price to go higher, it has to break above, it has to close above, it has to strongly close above. This can't just be any minor closing above, it has to strongly close above. All right, so there isn't much for us to add on the weekly time frame. We've already highlighted our weekly zones. We go on to the daily time frame. This is where things get interesting. So on the daily time frame, we need to adjust our zones. We don't like our zones cutting through candles. It's unnecessary and it's unneat. Right here, right there, and right there. Right, that's what we have on the daily time frame. What's our story on the daily time frame? For price to go higher, price has to strongly close above. Our resistance is still there. For price to do a weak fill, this is the weak fill, right? For price to go lower, it can give us a clean traffic, right? Since we have clean traffic and we have support here, that's our first target, and then the weak fill, second target. So we need to add that zone. That's our story right there. Add a zone right here. We'll even edit that one, daily low. What is it, daily low? Right? There you have it. So high, daily low. Today, if price keeps ranging the same way it is doing right now, this could be a reset candle. And if today ends as a reset candle, that means tomorrow or the rest of the week, price will go lower. It won't go higher. This was also a reset candle. A reset candle is when a candle closes around the same area it opened. They are resetting the whole setup. So if that's a reset candle, then that means price is higher chances of going lower. So even for someone who's just gonna sit on their hands and not do anything for today, I highly support that, because right now price is at a strong resistance. This is a strong resistance. It's being shown on almost every time frame, and it has been rejecting this resistance for quite some time now. If you look at the previous daily candles, look at this candle. this candle, right? Strong push. Strong price quickly returned back to this area. This becomes an area of interest. This is an area of interest. This is an area of interest. Area of interest. This is a very tricky area. Don't just place any trades just because on that area. If you are smart, you could even wait for price to leave that area and then start trading again, because areas like this, that's where people normally lose money, because you're just trying to place trades when you're not supposed to be placing trade. There are a lot of reset candles around this area, so I think this could also be a reset candle. Yes, price could actually even, these are period separators, remember that. Price could even give us a fake out this afternoon for New York session, right? And then still come back below our area. If it does that, then that means we are looking at we are correct about price continue to go lower for the rest of the week. Price could give us a fake out and then still come back to close around this area for price to go lower in the rest of the week. Retest the low that price created before it can go higher. That's my story. That's what I think price could try and do. And if I see price doing that, I am taking advantage of that opportunity. That's a very good way to look for trade setups. You become more confident if you see what you're expecting happening, because you are prepared for it. So it's easier to take trades when you are prepared for it. Now let's just adjust. Right. And right here. Yeah. That's why price also did another fake out before price dropped. Because if you look at this, price was ranging, right? Strong push up as if price is gonna go higher, right? And then strong push down. Fake. I'm pretty sure some people bought around this area, expecting price to go higher because it had rejected, right? But price quickly dropped, and a huge drop. That means there was a big liquidity grab right here. Something happened right here. Same price action you see right here. Strong push up, and drop quickly, and price didn't even go any lower. Some things to watch out for. So why would price break above now when price seems to be trying to create new lows, new low, potential new low? Price, that's where we could see price making a fake out for it to go lower. That's the story we're trying to say. And I believe this could happen, especially with the fact that price has been failing to go lower right now. Because if you look at this, yes, price has been rejecting, right? But every time a candle tries to come lower, price keeps pushing back up. This candle is trying to go lower, right? It's closing in 3 minutes. So yeah, it could close bearish, but I wouldn't be surprised if the next candle opens and pushes price back up, right? So if they keep pushing price back up, either they are trying to bring price to touch this area for it to drop. If not, then they're going to give us a very strong candle that pushes all the way into this area for it to complete the wick fill. So if I see that happening, that's what I'll be looking to trade. Otherwise, I think it's best to just watch for now and just wait for price to give us more information. We need more information because we even have clean traffic. This is clean traffic, right? And then we only have one support for price to reach the final target, right? We have a low. This is the low that we've been working with, that price is rejecting. So we could push again, give us a fake out, come high up, touch this area, and still come back to play around this area. That could also happen. So if someone is in the market today, please be careful. So that's exactly what I'm expecting to happen. All right. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed watching it.